Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from INCAR IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 8th February current affairs. The topic taken from the daily edition, the topic is technology and the challenge of equitable education. The topic comes under our GS2, issues relating to development, management of social sector, services relating to health, education, human resource. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the what is the current news, what are the significance of education and technology for India, what is the need, what is the challenges associated with the EdTech, and what are the recent grassroots innovative EdTech program in India. These are the topic discussed by today. First of all, why it is in the news, technology and the challenge of equitable education. Technology that refers the issue that which technology can greatly enhance learning opportunity, uneven access of usage across the different socio-economic groups can exacerbate existing education inequalities, creating a digital divide that where some students have significantly better access to the technology based learning and some hindering their ability to fully participate in modern education. In the last few years, that EdTech, that is education plus technology industry in India has grown exponentially, especially after the COVID. The one size fits all conventional model of education has long has been torn. A teacher, parents, student sides. However, EdTech provides the individual classes and bring to student a host of option and interactive learnings. But only 1 in 4 students in India access the digital learning through EdTech solution. The virtual learning and growing the still out of reach for the millions of families. First of all, what are the significance of this EdTech of India? There is a many significance. First of all, there is a interactive, innovative learning. First of all, there is a learning online with a lecture, multimedia, graphics, interactive elements that makes a learning more engaging. So, and reinforces learning concept with a visual approach. India's EdTech boom also stems from facts like the prevalence of enthusiastic entrepreneurs adopting the multicultural approach to suit the needs of the diverse country, developing innovative products and approaches. Need on the demand and learning. Students who were not compatible at a traditional school system, that rigid timetable, can get access of the quality education from their home. But especially competitive exam candidates often juggle work and studies simultaneously. It is not often that classroom timings are aligned to their work schedule. On demand training turns the table in student favor, enabling them to access the courses and study material on demand of anywhere, anytime through the medium. And also there is a educators availability, and also there is a past a single professor could handle at most of the batch of 100 students. Now that EdTech enables educators to make themselves available to a huge population of students, the need of physical space where students and teachers can assemble the classroom session is no longer needed. And also there is a personalization, the personalized evaluation. There is a personalized evaluations have made it, that is based on the data of the previous learning patterns and performance. Students who need extra support and benefit from a slow learning pace could receive a appropriate care. And also there is a age barrier can be removed permanently. Online programs that courses allow people of any group to learn at their own pace without any inhibitions, and also without any compromising on their commitment, which were not available at that time. And also there's a equitable chances and reduce the pay wall. And also the edtech industry could slowly bridge the education quality gap between the rich and poor, giving the Indian all background more equitable chances of success. And also there is a cost effective thing only to overcome to pay with paywall between them to premium educator, and the virtual nature of this learning erases the geographical constraints. These are the major significance. And what are the challenges? There is a many challenges. First of all, there is a limited practical attachment to learning. The subject of science and technology includes the hands-on laboratory sessions, dissections, and also there is a project-based field trips to complement the theoretical studies. This aspect of learning is severely limited in the online education. That is one of the hindrance. And also there is a limited of the social skill enhancement. That education is not just because just subject knowledge, but also about developing social skills and sportsmanship among the student, which is built over the years. But relying solely on online education may hinder the holistic development of the children, and it may underperform later in the professional and personal lives. And also there is a lack of digital infrastructure. There is a world geography and cultural diversity. It suffer a huge socio-economic divide, which including that non-uniformity of the digital infrastructure facilities. So the people who are in the rural area and grassroots level, they are not having this digital infrastructure. And also there is a interrupted power supply, weak non-existent internet connectivity. So these are the things added to this. And also, in a recent survey, there is a 733 students studying in a government school, Bihar. Only 28% of the girl had smartphones in their home. In contrast, 36 of the boys. So these are the girls were found spend a disproportionality longer than the household chores than boys. So this is a overlapped with the time and telecast of this lesson. So there's a many business malpractice, that is a growing market for digital education. Tech companies are likely to engage in various forms of business malpractice to attract the consumers. Most recently, the issues misleading advertisements and unfair trade practices. And also there is a Department of School Education, that is a literacy started that edtech companies are luring parents and grab offering free services and getting educator funds and a transfer that mandate sign the activating of uh, audio depth features, especially targeting the vulnerable families. And also there's a educated learner adaptability concern. These are the one concern, which is the use of the internet entertainment is common, but the online lesson is a big challenge. And there is a many recent grassroots innovative in the tech program. First of all, the Assam's online career guidance program is strengthening the school student to the work for the higher education transition for students in grade 9 to 12. And Jargon's DigiSat spearheading behavior change by the establishing strong parent teacher student linkages. And also there's a Himachala Pradesh Argar Pariva Padasala, that is providing a digital education for the children and with special needs. And Madhya Pradesh DigiLab, that is delivering a content of for learning enhancement through the well structured mechanism with over 50,000 WhatsApp covering all the clusters of the secondary schools. And also Akshara Vriksham initiative is focusing on digital education and also to support learning for the skill development via games and activities. This is also one of the recent programs. So way forward. It is essential to bridge the existing digital divide in India in order to expand the online learning. And also there is an inclusive education policy. So there is a global recognition the need for the inclusive education policy during the pandemic. And also there is a utilization of the cutting edge technology, that artificial intelligence could open new possibility for the innovative and also personalized approach that catering a different learning abilities. That is, IIT Kharagpur has collaborated with the Amazon Web Services to develop the national AI resource platform. The future possibility, which include monitoring eye movement, motion, and other parameters for the better teaching and learning towards what is told and what is sold. Apart from stressing the transparency and warning against the misleading ads and edtech companies, there is a need of a proper mechanism for the monitoring and malpractices and find time to bound the grievance redressal. And also there is a hybrid mode of the learning, that edtech is not a magic wand that can solve the learning crisis in India. Neither it is a replacement for the teachers in schools. Both online and offline learning should be balanced. So way forward, that is a despite of these things, that online education opens many possibility for the both students and the teachers. It can also widen the social inequalities in India. With regard to online education, we must ensure that our policies interventions are inclusive. India will lead the way ahead of good vision and the sincere efforts. Thank you so much.